I'm on here just a little bit early, just in case. So I'm going to pull up something else just really quickly. Hope everybody is doing well today. Well, I'm down here in Katy, Texas. We are, I know those of you guys who are up north would probably laugh, but it's in the mid to high 30s right now. And we just are not equipped for this kind of weather. So I made a swing by the grocery store after I went to the gym. And one of the reasons that I was determined to get to the gym is because I knew that tomorrow the gym probably would not be open in the morning because they're expecting some kind of freezing precipitation. So anyway, one of the things that I had to get were Fritos, and what was the other thing that I had to get? Oh, hot chocolate. Because I knew that even though I would be here in the house, that I would want those things because I'm going to make chili. For dinner tonight, we actually are going to have some braised beef with mushrooms and onions and carrots. And I think I'm going to do it over some couscous. So I see somebody is hopping on. But anyway, hello, Barb, how are you? I hope you can hear me today. Tommy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Laura, so excited to see you guys. You can drop your comments in the chat, or you can turn on your microphones and we can talk. Hello, Barb. Good to see you. Laura, welcome. So I'm so excited you guys are here. Does anybody have a question right off the top of their head? Otherwise, I will keep rambling about what I'm fixing while it's going to be so cold. Yes, it's going to be so cold for a whole 48 hours. Those of you up north, I know you don't feel sorry for me, but that's okay. We just are not equipped down here. I do love the cold weather because it means I get to wear lots of layers of clothes. In fact, right now I've got exercise pants on underneath my regular pants. Alicia, Valerie, welcome. As I said, you can either drop a comment in the chat or you can talk. This is for you guys. You've heard me talking enough, or you've read my words and listened to me. Hello? I can hear somebody tapping on their keyboard. Anyway, hello, Laura.
Hey, hey.
Valeria, I don't know quite what's going on with your.
Terremoto.
Don't know quite what's going on. Anyway, I'm fixing some braised beef for dinner tonight, and I think it's going to go with couscous. And then for tomorrow, I'm going to fix chili with ground turkey. And yes, we will have some Fritos and cheese with it. And then I've got, some other soups and things to prepare, because when the weather's cold like this, I don't know about you guys, but I like to have those foods that when I'm eating them, not only are they warming up my insides, but they're warming up my outsides. And I did make sure that I had plenty of non-fat Greek yogurt and some frozen berries, because I do like that too.
Thank you.
Hey, Sue, how are you?
I'm good. Am I on?
You are on. You are
Thank you.
on.
Great. I gotta adjust my computer a little bit. It took me a while because I had to re-download Facebook onto my computer.
Oh.
So yeah, and I'm biking while we talk.
Oh, well, there we go. You're not wasting any time at all.
No, it's called multitasking.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. I'm hoping that some of my girls will come on.
Well, we've got Alicia, Barb, Laura, and Tommy, and Valeria. And let's see, Daniel Martinez, hello. So does anybody have any questions, any comments? Anything that they're curious about or needing help about, or even better yet, who has a celebration? Let's do some celebrating.
Well, I'm totally loving the book.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm going to celebrate you guys being here. Daniel, yo puedo hablar en español. I had somebody ask me if I was going to get the book translated into Spanish.
Oh.
Well, I've got a celebration. So I'm going to start off the celebrations and you guys join in. The weather here is not all that good, kind of like the song says, the weather outside is frightful, but I got myself to the gym because I said, if you don't get to the gym today, you know that you're not going to be able to tomorrow because it's going to be closed. So it doesn't make any difference how cold it is, get to the gym. So I got to the gym because I am a person who goes to the gym. And then I was able to do my bench press back up to 85 pounds. I had taken off almost 2 months because of having a cold. Oh, it was a terrible cold, not COVID, just a cold. So I was really excited about that. So that's my happy dance.
Where are you located, Leslie?
I'm in Katy, which is 30 miles west of downtown Houston.
Oh, okay. So you're down south. I'm in northern Minnesota and we had 30 below this morning.
I saw that you guys made the news down here.
Yeah, so I'm not stepping foot outside my door today. My husband's in town, just bought a few groceries, but I'm not going out.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about you when I saw that, and I said, oh, I know there are people who are not going to be sympathetic towards me with it being 38 degrees here.
Well, I'm hearing from a lot of people around the country that it's cold where they are, and I can sympathize with those in the south because you go south to be warm. And
well, right, our houses are not equipped is the biggest problem.
Right.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. So Valeria, you said you need help. What can we help you with? And while we're waiting for her to tell us, Does anybody else have a celebration? Sue, I'm celebrating you being here and riding your bicycle at the same time. That's exciting.
Thank you.
Okay, somebody needs to mute themselves because they've got the novelas in the background. So anyway, so what today is what, Thursday? I've been confused all week as to what day of the week it is. I think, this whole February starting on a Tuesday threw me off for some reason. So does anybody have anything exciting happening this weekend? And Valeria, I'm happy to help you. I just need to know what I can help you with.
Valeria, she just muted herself.
Uh-huh.
Mick, eres una rata tonta. Mick. Ay, Goofy, ahora no puedo. Estoy enfermo.
Valeria, I need you to mute if you're not going to talk. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Sue, what kinds of things did your husband run to the grocery store to get?
Almond milk and some carrots. He's been really enjoying steamed carrots lately. And I'm making salmon for dinner tonight, and I thought a batch of steamed carrots would go well with salmon.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah, I found a recipe on Pinterest for a maple glazed salmon.
Oh, yum.
It just sounds amazing, and it's cooked in the air fryer. So
that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
That does sound good. Have you tried salmon with non-fat Greek yogurt with fresh dill mixed into it?
I have not. Is that use it as a dip? Or
well, you know how sometimes the salmon is served with with a topping. That's what I do. I take fresh dill and mix it in with the non-fat Greek yogurt and let it sit for a little bit, and then put it on top of the salmon after it comes out of the oven and serve it like that. And then add a little tiny bit more of the fresh dill with it, just for appearances.
That sounds really good.
But the tang of the non-fat Greek yogurt and the dill, oh my goodness, it is so good. It is so good. And you've increased your protein, right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I like what you said in the book about going to protein at different times when you're in need of something.
When you're in need of what?
When you're in need, like when your body is feeling low, or you need to refresh your mind, even adding protein can help with that.
It makes a huge difference. It really does. And I have a video, I think I know it's on the YouTube channel, somewhere in the Facebook, but I call it Leslie Science.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your YouTube page. I haven't listened to it yet, but I did see it.
Well, in short, Leslie Science is that, and this is something that occurred to me when I was walking one day. Cortisol, anything, if you remember chemistry, anything that ends in OL is an alcohol, right?
Oh.
And how do you make alcohol? If you watch Moonshiners, you know how you make alcohol from sugar, right? So our body, in order to produce cortisol, needs to get sugar from somewhere. And usually cortisol is released into our bloodstream when that fight or flight kicks in, because we need that quick boost of energy so we can run away from the lion. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't run away from any lions recently. You may have, but I haven't. Even when I was in Africa, I didn't run from any lions. They were behind a fence. but our body, knows what it needs. So when we are under stress or we are upset or we are, any of those things, that cortisol is released into our bloodstream. So our body is looking to replenish, because just like the moonshiners, you got to have so much sugar so that you can produce so much alcohol. And so your body, your mind and your body are not always having the same conversation. And sometimes your mind makes up answers to the questions that your body is asking. This is Leslie science, okay? I'm not a nutritionist. But anyway, our body starts demanding sugar. So we start seeking that sugar. And where do we find that sugar? We find it in all kinds of things, including carbohydrates. And when I'm in that fight or flight, or even if I'm not, if I consume sugar or carbohydrates, Chick-fil-A buns, FYI, and Whataburger buns will do this to me. They'll trigger that need for more sugar, that drive. So if we can counter it with protein, it'll actually calm it down, because it brings your blood sugar back down to a normal level. Because like I said, the reason that we need cortisol, we need that burst of sugar, is so we can run from the lion. We're not running from lions. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what has been the most eye-opening thing that you have discovered in reading the book?
For me, I just feel like you and I have been on the same page with the food and the activity. I've always been, I worked at a YMCA for many years, and I was a fitness instructor. And even though I was well overweight, I was comfortable in my skin. And it took me realizing that my portions what was causing me to be overweight. And once I realized that and joined WW, then the weight just started falling off, because my activity level was up there, and I just needed to start eating correctly. And so yeah, just reading those last couple of chapters that I just finished in your book have been just, it validated everything that I have kind of known throughout the years. And it just excites me all over again.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And, one of the things that I realized is I never learned portions. I didn't learn it, and my comment is I learned how to take a can of green beans and divide by 8. But I never understood what a correct portion was. And I tell people that, going on the journey, I learned the things that I should have learned as a child, which is, what a normal portion looks like. And I saw a picture, which I'm going to make a post out of. It said, if you don't cut a cake, it's still one slice, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one serving.
Yes. So, those are the lies that we tell ourselves. Were you surprised about the lies you were telling yourself?
Oh, yeah. My biggest lie was I was raised in a family with 5 brothers, no sisters. And I eat fast because if I didn't eat fast, I didn't get food to eat. That's not true. My mom cooked plenty of food, so I was always able to get enough. But that was the reason why I said I eat fast, and also why I'm overweight.
So how do you feel once you started confronting that lie?
Oh, it was freeing. It was freeing to say that's not true. And yeah.
And then you can set that aside, and now you can tell yourself a different story, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Because
awesome.
I am in control now. And that's the important thing, is being in control now.
Well, and you can only do you can't do anybody else.
That is true. That is true.
Which is so important.
Yep.
which is so important. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but to me, that was the most freeing thing. Everybody else is in control of themselves. And I had something happen just recently where I was reminding myself, that's on them. That's their choice, how they choose to react. It's not on me. It's not anything to do with me. And, that's very freeing, because otherwise in the past, I would have let those hamsters take off on those wheels inside my head. Yeah. So does anybody have any other questions or any comments or anything?
Están desviando el tema, la verga. Manden porno, manden porno. Porno a la verga, porno.
I think we have some stalkers hanging on around here. But that's okay. That's all right. Anyway, does anybody have any other questions? Sue, are you guys really enjoying the book?
Yeah, we really are. And we're meeting this evening to discuss it.
Oh, good.
We're taking section 3 and breaking it into 2 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So we've read up through chapter 14, and then next week we'll finish the book. And yeah, we're really enjoying it. There's been a lot of really eye-opening moments in the book. And like I said, these last couple chapters have just resonated with me so much that it's like you and I are on the same page when it comes to eating and activity levels. So it's been good.
And one of the things that I realized, some people say that if they increase their exercise, they can eat more food. And that's not true. You simply burn, the fat faster if you're trying to lose weight, but you can also maintain better if you exercise. You can maintain a whole lot better, and you feel so much better. So unless you're training for a triathlon or an Ironman or something like that, don't increase your food.
Right. And here we are, just you and me again.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. I'm happy to talk to you.
Thank you. I was just looking at my app just to see if any of them have said anything about not being able to get on or anything, but I have not seen anything.
No, I haven't seen anything. I think that I'm going to adjust my settings because I have no idea where all these crazy people came from.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've never had that problem before, but that's okay. Technology, technology.
Right.
So, well, how did your leader say how she discovered the book? I was just curious
no,
about
she
that.
didn't. I'm not sure where she found it, if it was recommended to her from by one of her friends. I'll ask her tonight when we get on to see where she came up with it. But yeah, she was so excited when she first started reading that she offered us the opportunity to do the book club, and it's been fun. It's been nice to get to know other people on a different level, but while still embracing what we stand for in WW.
Yeah, well, and I hope that you can hear the WW theories and philosophies.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yep, I sure can.
Because, and I even I even say it, Weight Watchers is how I lost the weight.
Yep. Yep.
So it was so exciting to hear that a group of Weight Watchers, or WW, whatever they're calling themselves these days, are, finding refuge in the words.
Yes, yes. It's been, a lot of them struggled with the why. We had a
Ah,
great conversation about our why and how it can change
yeah.
from year to year from when we started to where we are now, depending on what our initial why was. If it was just to lose weight and we've lost the weight, then our why changes now. So
Yeah, and that's one of the things, one of the reasons why I say, if you're trying to find your why, make sure that it's not about anybody else or even your weight.
right.
Um,
Back when I joined, I joined December 31st, 2009. I didn't wait until New Year's Day to start.
Good for you.
That was, the focus was, what's your why? My why is I want to lose weight. And so that was my focus back then. Now it's to be the healthiest version of myself that I can be, and to encourage others to find that healthy version of themselves as well.
And doesn't it feel much more powerful?
Oh yeah, it really did. And that was my reason for becoming a guide to begin with, and then a coach after that. So yeah, it's been a good ride. I worked as a coach up until August of last year. We didn't have any workshops last year, and they had taken us off of the Zoom calls as well, but they kept us on until they decided that they weren't going to reopen in our location in northern Minnesota. So the closest, I think I may have said this to you in our chats, the closest we have is an hour and a half in 3 different directions, hour and a half one way in 3 different directions. And so my former members are finding it very difficult to get to those locations so that they can continue with their lifetime, their free lifetime.
Yeah. That's terrible. That's sad.
It's really hard. Yeah, it's been really hard. And so I had a lot of people that quit right away when we went from live to virtual, because they wanted that in-person contact.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but this is what WW has offered us. And they pulled it together so fast.
Yeah.
And did it so well that, and I researched until I found a coach that I felt would resonate with my members, and invited my members to come along with me. And I still send them, even though I'm no longer an employee, I still send them a group message.
Well, that's good.
Week, just encouraging them to join me there. And
yeah,
and some of them do. I've got about 3, I think, that have been pretty steady now, that are still coming on. And they don't always turn their cameras on, and they don't always talk, but they're there, they're listening, they're learning. Yeah. So that's the important thing.
Well, I found, that attending the meetings was so helpful, because it bookended my week.
Okay.
And so, when I would be struggling, it was like, okay, if I can just get to this day, I will be okay. And then it was, like a little bit of relief, and then I'd get energized, and then I'd, go again. Because, not every week looks like every week, right?
Right.
And so it bookended my week, which was so important to me, that I have that week bookended. It was almost like, what church does for you.
Yep, absolutely.
But anyway, well, this has been so much fun, and we'll do live again next Thursday. So just let everybody know.
Okay. What time on Thursday next week?
What time zone are you in?
Central.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it'll probably be about the same time. Do you have a better time that works?
For me, I'm retired, so it doesn't matter. I can come on pretty much any time.
Okay. Well, then we'll probably go with noon. One of the reasons that we went with 12:30 is I had finished recording a podcast, and in fact, I'm about to record another podcast.
Okay.
So, but it'll probably be noon.
Okay. I'll let
So-
everybody know and we'll see if they can get on with us
Yeah, yeah.
next time.
And
Okay,
if they
thanks,
have,
Leslie.
if they collectively have a better day and time, just send me a message and we'll hop
Okay.
on, a different day and time.
Okay, thanks,
Okay,
Leslie.
all righty,
Appreciate
take
it.
care. Tell everybody
too.
hello.
I will, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.